Hello, I'm Jeremy from the First Aid Team, where we teach people to save lives. Today's video is about shock. Now, shock covers a multitude of sins, from the thoroughly unpleasant to the life-threatening. Thoroughly unpleasant is the sort of thing that might happen perhaps if you saw a car crash. You were in a car crash, but uninjured. Nasty can make you feel quite poorly, you might even pass out, but what it's not is life-threatening. The other end of the scale is what is known as hypovolemic shock, and this is associated with a significant loss of body fluids, blood, significant burns, and so on. Quite often our only clues as to what's happened are the situation, the circumstances, and information we get from the casualty, plus the general signs and symptoms. So in terms of signs and symptoms of shock, in no particular order, you'll probably see a loss of colour. White people go pale, people with darker skins go more grey, more muddy. The patient may feel cold, clammy, sweaty to the touch, might be sweating heavily. Feeling sick and being sick are very, very common. Whether or not we have a specific injury or it is just the situation, something unpleasant has happened, there is a genuine risk the patient will pass out. And the mistake so many people make in this situation is firstly they put them in a chair, so of course if they pass out they're going to hurt themselves on the floor, but then they do the great classic, would you like a drink of water? Especially common because people in shock often will ask for drinks. So please, nil by mouth. No water, no cups of tea, no cigarettes, large whiskies, e-cigarettes and vapes. All these are a very bad idea. If it is genuine full-blown hypovolemic shock, they've got internal injuries, for instance, and they need an operation. If they take fluids on board, there is a genuine risk that they will throw them up under anaesthetic and do what the medical profession call aspirate their own vomit, which is a polite way of saying they breathe it in and drown in it. So you've got our casualty here. She's complaining of feeling sick, lightheaded, maybe lost colour, got a bit pale. And the best thing for this is to get the patient on the floor. Don't let them fall off the chair, get them on the floor as quick as you can. So, look, you're looking a bit pale. Let me help you down. Get yourself down on the floor. Right, lie down on your back for me, please. That's good. Perhaps get a chair, something like this. Lift the legs up, pop the chair underneath. Calm and reassuring, but try to encourage oxygenated blood back to the heart, lungs and brain. If you've got a jacket handy, something like this, we might choose to pop it over the patient to try and keep them warm. Keep calming and reassuring, and if we ever suspect shock, even if there's no visible injury, it's definitely worth that phone call to the ambulance service because it may need their urgent attention. So I'm Jeremy from the First Aid Team, teaching people to save lives.